Going on, guys? Welcome back into some more Anno 1800. All right, truth be told time, fourth attempt at making this video. Like, seriously. The first two attempts, let's just not even talk about what happened the first two attempts. Let's just say it didn't go as planned. The next attempt, the next couple of attempts were, I lost track of what I was doing and I got all over the place. So, yeah, I've had a time trying to get this recorded, so I really hope you will absolutely forgive any. Just forgive me. Let me just beg forgiveness now. Just forgive me at this episode. Who knows? Who knows what it's gonna be like? But yeah, we're gonna try to muster through it somehow. I'm just gonna try to get through this some way somehow. Anyways, hope you guys are having an awesome day and you are ready for some more high life action. I know I'm ready to get this episode finally recorded, finally uploaded, and finally out. And so I'm done, and I can go do something else with my life besides sit here and try to record this stupid episode, because it's driving me crazy. Okay, I'm done. I'm done talking about it. All right, let's get into what I want to do this episode, which is I want to get the city expanded up over here and start filling in some spaces. I do hope you enjoyed the time lapse at the beginning. It was working on this area of town right here. I decided to condense the skyscraper zones in just a little bit. I got to looking at it, and I feel like the skyscrapers look a little bit better when they're a little more compact. I don't much care for them when they're so, when they're so spread out, and they have such a large space in the middle. Something about it just doesn't feel right to me. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm having trouble trying to decide how to deal with the skyscraper layouts, so it may change again later. You guys know how I am, but for right now, we're going to go with this. Keeping them with no space in the middle, like this right here. We'll see how it goes. I don't know yet, but yeah, built some fun little parks. I love this little park. I think this right here turned out really nice. Built this fun little splash pad park. I love little splash pad park. Love that one. This one right here, I don't know how I feel about it yet. We may keep it. I also worked on this guy over here off camera, just kind of piddling around, trying to see what I wanted to do. This, of course, is the skyline, the Endless Skies Memorial that came with Season 3, the Season 3 pass. So, fun little park right here. Just kind of messed around with it. And then, of course, what my camera was centered on when we started the episode was this large zoo. This zoo has the Great Coral Reef, it has the luminaries, and a random jellyfish because I needed one more aquatic-themed animal in it. And this zoo kind of went nuts, basically. It's got splash fountain channels everywhere for kitties to play in. Lots of stuff along the outside edge, a nice little entryway into it. We even got a hot air balloon, because why not? We can change the color of hot air balloons, too. I want the blue one. Yeah, we got a hot air balloon, and of course we have a music pavilion with the Anno 1404 music sheet, which increases Great Coral Reef, Eastern Jungle, Skull and Bones, Near East, Sacred, and Enchanted. Of course, all I have right here is the Great Coral Reef. Eastern Jungle is not a good set to have in the old world because the Eastern Jungle set gives you nothing but New World goods. So unless you want to constantly be transporting stuff back and forth, not really the best. So yeah, about that. We're just doing it with this, a little aquarium park, basically. I thought it looked kind of cool. Very decorative. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Over here, of course, we have our big old botanical garden, which I've got to work on. I did get the Sargasso Sea set, 50 attractiveness and 10% increased visits to our public moorings. So this thing right here is to be worked on, of course, as you can tell by everything being slapped together. It's got to be worked on, but I'll get to that. And the only other thing I wanted to show real quick is we worked on Bristol over on Twitch over the weekend. Yeah, check Bristol out. Check out the items. We got a Ferris al Cerami. Everyone loves a good Ferris. I got of course, the Lower Gargantuan Smokestack Act, and I did get a Baconan Spirit of Liberty. I am hoping eventually to get a Bechamel Converter, which increases productivity by, I believe, 60%. So that one's going to be really nice right over here. So, but for right now, we've got a nice little trade union, and we've got a nice little seaside village. Yeah, built this over on Twitch over the weekend, over a couple of hours. Of course, this was where we had all of our industry kind of slapped together. And of course, I needed to pretty that up a little bit. So, Harbor Front Village it was. And I thought it turned out kind of nice. Definitely in love with the little town right here. So, yeah, pretty cool with that. Oh, yeah, let's see. Yeah, we got our vacuum cleaners going, so they're up and running, supplying everybody with some vacuum cleaners, so they're happy. But yeah, focus of today is I want to get some more building done, so let's not gonna waste any time. Let's see what I can't come up with on a layout here. I haven't really thought about the layout over here yet, so it's gonna be kind of a slap bang, essentially. I know I want to kind of make it like a little old world area, so I wanted it real compact over here. You know, I got the church right next to the marketplace. So, like, you know, I'm thinking maybe the church was like the center of this little town right here, of this little little square, and it had just an open air market, and eventually they built a covered market over top of it just to kind of fill it all in. That was sort of, oh, I guess it would help if I gave them a road. But yeah, I kind of imagined, you know, that maybe they had, you know, the church was there first, and then they kind of built the rest of it up around it. You know me, I like to come up with stories and stuff. I like to come up with stories about why something looks the way it looks. Put that down there for the moment. I'm gonna put this guy. Oh, I got a cough. All right, cool. You know, there's something to be said about it being actually like up inside here. Still has good coverage up in this area. I think that's where I want it. Lost a little coverage up there, it looks like, didn't we? Lost a small amount of coverage. Maybe I will leave it. I mean, we are in the Industrial Revolution here. Not everything is perfect. Make sure I don't have too many of those next to each other here. Of course I do. Of course that put them right next to each other. Take that one out and let's move him up here for right now. Okay. We can fill that in with some housing right there. And put some housing here and we're good to go on that part. Lovely. Don't remember why I had him there, but we'll just go ahead and move him. Okay. Now let's start squeezing in factories in some different spots here. My favorite part, squeezing the factories in to where I think they'll look cool.
There's no space for any more.
Okay.
The epidemic spreads across your city.
A little number like this. Okay. Maybe something like that. Like I said, I kind of want to make this feel like just an old part of town right here, you know? It doesn't have to be perfect. You know what? I can even leave some space right there. We could slap a factory back up in there. that. Because this is probably going to be like artisans and a few engineers. The city is like going to quickly taper off right here, if you couldn't already tell. We'll need a school up there. This school right here is going to get used for that. Yeah, we'll make some of these right here engineers, some of these engineers, and then the rest of them will be artisans. Cool. Well, I guess I could have just moved this one. Whatever. Whatever. I'm gonna leave that space right there blank. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, he's perfectly fine. Do something like that for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this blank. I want to make a little market square right here. I'm gonna leave that blank too. Okay. All right, nothing right there. What I do want to do real quick, though, is go ahead and upgrade at least one to a level 4. And unlock the next bit of stuff right here, which is the typewriters. Which this is going to be another assembly line factory. And then, of course, the billiards. The billiards do come from the... That's right, we have a lacquer, too. Oh, you're... Please, Jesus God, give me this item. Don't screw me over here. Damn. The bug, so we found that we noticed this on stream. The bug that was supposedly fixed where the defectors were not giving you items is still broken. We noticed this on stream. I was not getting any of the items, and I still didn't get any items. And that's the item I wanted too, was a bechamel converter. It's like the game knew I really wanted it, and so the game went out of its way to make sure I didn't get it. And that makes me super, super, super sad. Yeah, I'm gonna need temporary market over here for these homes.
Every rose has its thorns.
Start doing some upgrading of all these farmers right here as we go. All right, let's do some decorating as we go. I actually had a request. Can you do decorating as you go? And the answer to that rather is yes, I can actually. I can decorate as I go. So let's do a bit of that this time. We're going to make this just a very simple little market area. I don't want anything too crazy, too fancy.
Nothing's ever easy.
It's a nice, simple market square. I'm going to do that. Like that, maybe, would be okay.
You were in politics, were you not?
Now, you know what? I don't like those bushes right there. Take that back entirely. We're just going to do some basic stuff down the middle right there, I think. I'll just go ahead and fill it all in completely.
Yes, by its teeth, like
It's not
counting
working
rings
for
on
me.
a tree.
Not working for me. Let me go back and try this a little bit different. Oh, I know what I want to do. Let's get rid of these on the corners. Let's get rid of those on the corners. Alright, fine. You know what? Which number is that? 4? we'll get rid of that one.
Bumped into her at the passage.
Alright, we'll toss some of the little... Oh, that one didn't do it. No, it did do it. Never mind. Couldn't see that for a second. That was really hidden.
Can't beat a humble spud.
That one there. That one there. And I'll do another red one right there. That's a little bit better. Pull those in some. Oh, I need one right there too. I mean, there's really not a whole lot of options.
Oh, that's
There is that I have not been using. Do a couple more of those.
Left buildings abandoned.
Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. And jump back over here, grab us maybe some pruned spruces. Okay. Just a nice little market area, and I heard the sweet sounds of destroyed buildings everywhere. Constantly with the destroyed buildings. Alright, upgrade all that. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are always like, how do you go about, you know, doing all your decorating? How, you know, how do you know how to decorate an area? And, like, literally, guys, I don't know how to decorate an area. I just kind of do it. If that makes any sense. I just take a look at it, and I'm like, what would look right here? And then I'm like, okay, that would look right here. And then I make it. Pretty much all I do. There is no science to it. And you're like, you know, and you don't have to be happy with anything you made. Like, all of a sudden, I'm not happy with how that looks randomly. So I decide to go in, I decide to tear it out, and I decide to do something, you know, a little simpler. Maybe I wanted to do a green grass inside instead of, you know, what I just did. So we grab a little simple green grass ornaments with the fountain square right there. We go under our, like, worker tab. I don't want a lot of trees, actually. That's one thing I don't want. I will do a little of that, maybe. Can do a little bit of that. I might do, okay, I might do some small trees. The poplar here, yeah, these. Yeah, some small trees right around the corners to frame it. And then I will do that. So there we go. Now it's like a nice little green grassy square. So, you know, never be afraid to, like, just tear something down you made and just, like, and try again, basically. I mean, of course, obviously I do it all the time. I annoy people constantly with me doing it, but, you know, sometimes you're just not happy with how something was built. Like something like this right here. Thinking about it real quick, I know I've got some, I know I've got a little playground. Look at that big playground too. I never ever use the big playground. I can never find a place for the big playground. Except, like, maybe right there, I guess. I'll get the hedges around the outside. Oh, I guess they need a way to get in there, don't they? There. I've literally never used that big playground before. I can never find a good spot for it. But hey, I just did, so there you go. Sometimes you can find places for anything. So like something like this right here, I might just do something like really simple. Like maybe put some lights in there. A couple of little things like that. Little farmer stall and a couple of things. Yeah, you don't have to get fancy with it. I mean, like, because no one's really going to see inside here. We know what's in there. But, like, no one else is really ever going to see in there. So, honestly, it doesn't matter. We know it's there. It's our little secret spot. You know, and if that's too much for you right there, you know, you find something simpler to do right there. Like, maybe I want some of that. Yeah, I want to do like a little kiosk or something in there, or luggage. You just do anything, because honestly, it doesn't really matter. Maybe this is like a little outdoor cafe right here.
Yes, I bumped into her at the
So I could put like a little thing like that. Even toss down a pavilion for fun. And fill in around blank spots, and there you go. There's just a little, it's just a little something, basically. Doesn't really matter, because no one's really going to see it except us. Start upgrading all this. Oh, this is all ready to upgrade. Good. These are all our engineers now. And then we'll taper off. Like this over here is pretty much only going to be artisans. You know, you always want to kind of try to figure out some way to taper everything off. To me, it makes it look more realistic when you do something like that. Instead of having, like you see a lot of people when they do their builds, it's like, this is all engineers. This is all artisans. This is all workers. This is all investors. And it creates blocks. And while it's easy to manage those blocks when it comes to like public services, it doesn't look very good now, does it? Instead, what you want to do is, you know, obviously mix everything in, and then, you know, have some tapering. You know, you see right here, I've got, actually that's, like right here, we've got, you know, our bigger skyscrapers in the middle, and then it tapers off to smaller ones, and then regular homes, like regular engineer homes, and then on down to the artisans and stuff. And then if I was to continue it on out, I would have like workers and stuff out this way. So, you know, taper things down. Like this over here is not the best example, because I'm probably going to change all of these into artisans. Ultimately, I want no workers on this island. It's all going to be artisans and above. Workers will be pretty much on Bristol. Bristol's going to be our worker island. Bristol and Easy. I don't want any workers on Le Croissant. It's going to be artisans and above. You know, and to prepare for that, the reason they are not... Yeah, they need a marketplace, so we'll give them a marketplace so I can at least get them upgraded. Alright, here we go. Cool. And they do need a school near a little bit closer by. Yeah, that school right there should finish them off. Good deal.
Not too many changes, I hope.
What we got? Okay. We know what we're doing. We're doing that. Oh, not that. This and this. My favorites. You're fine. Shut up, dude.
Gained an influence bonus.
Since this is kind of more of an older town area, I kind of want to do just a basic tree-lined boulevard. I don't typically do lots of tree-lined boulevards, but some areas it would look good. Also, I am planning on removing this rail line. I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to replace this power plant down here with a gas power plant. And we're going to reroute some of this because I can't handle the trains going through the city anymore. It's killing me. But I will be working on that later. Alright, that should be all the workers over here. What you can do is... select your upgrade tool. Don't actually upgrade. Hold down over top of something and hit shift, and then you can look around and you can see where they're all at. So I can see that I got some up here actually that need to be upgraded. Yeah. Okay, cool.
I seesaw between
They should have everything they need. They do. Lovely. We're just waiting for people to move in. Then I can upgrade those. And the city is starting to fill out now. It's starting to fill out the way I like it. The way I like it. This down here needs a little something. We're gonna hide a gazebo down in some of these. Just again, it's like I'm gonna channel Bob Ross here. It's gonna be our little secret that there's, you know, just some random 3x3 stuff hidden down inside here. No one has to know but us. Even give him a little bit of that. Maybe some trees down in there. Little park. This over here could get something similar, possibly. Although this one right here, if I go back to our investors, I come over here, yeah, he'll fit that right there actually perfect. Then I can put some of our white trees around the edges. I am just a big fan of the hedge. There. And that takes up that center spot right there, and it actually looks kind of nice from far away. And we still have some illnesses happening, but overall, not too bad. Alright, so the last thing I've got to work on is this little space right here. Actually, I'm just going to fill some of this in right here with trees. That's going to get a little... Oh, I already got one right there. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm going to put a water tower right there. Yeah. That's what I want right there is a water tower. Now, behind it right here in this one little space, I'm actually going to take it out. And I saw... Yeah, I have some random extra buildings right here. We're going to put that right there, and that takes up that spot, and it's all good. Now, what I could actually do right here, just thought about it, move him out of the way, and I look for one of our bakeries. I've got a bakery there, and I've got a couple of them up here that I could utilize. So this is an odd-shaped spot, but it actually would fit a bakery in perfectly. And I like bakeries near artisans. It just looks good to me. We put our bakery in over there, and it's all fixed up. Are these right here ready to go? They are ready to go.
So many like-minded souls.
So now, see, this little park right here is now hidden amongst the engineers. These engineers are probably not going to go to... I might do like a couple of them, because I'm going to start tapering off those high rises. I don't want too many more coming this way. Yes, skyline's starting to look like I want it to. Again, this is a really packed-in city. I do want a lot of population over here. Come up around there. I might do a nice big park or something like right over here. Kind of like a mini Central Park. I'm really excited about going ahead and getting our whatchamacallit, the word. That thing with the stuff, you know?
The epidemic left buildings abandoned.
What's the word I'm looking for? Oh my god, I can't think of the word all of a sudden. There was something I was literally just about to say that I was excited about getting, and I don't remember what it was. Why can't I remember what I was going to say? You're out of timber. That's fine. We'll get a little bit more in a second. Wow, guys, I don't know what I was going to say. I literally forgot what I was going to say.
The city's not much to look at, is she?
Whatever. Okay. I'm gonna have to go back in the VOD in the video now and figure out what it was I was gonna say that I was looking forward to, because I had a whole thing that I was gonna talk about being excited about building or something, but now I done forgot, because yeah, that's just how it goes, I guess. This is what happens when you get old, kids. This is what happens when you get old. Get ready for it. You literally forget everything. I'm gonna slap bang this guy somewhere kind of out of the way, because again, all of this has got to get rearranged. This whole part of town right here is going to get a giant facelift. Like, really soon.
A competitor's island
Go right there
is
with
under
him.
siege.
Just get rid of these 3 houses. Put you right there. All right, so typewriters. Those do take steel, brass, and lacquer, which we need. So I'll be getting lacquer set up off camera when we'll come back in the next episode, and I should have typewriters up and running. Before we end the episode, let's go ahead and just take a quick look at our consumer goods consumption, so we just kind of know where we're at. Light bulbs are down, so is penny farthing, so those 2 need to be caught up. Champagne is starting to eke on up there, so is the gramophones. So that's 2 things I'll work on later. I'll be working on the light bulbs and our penny farthings, getting those caught up. As far as everything else is looking rather good. I don't need nearly as much fish anymore. Like, at all. I do not need much fish anymore. Good on the fish. So yeah, little things like that. Always having to check. I run into it all the time. People, they don't get rid of stuff when they no longer need it. They just keep building more
The epidemic
without ever checking to see if they actually need something. Okay. There we go. And that's it. That's all I'm going to upgrade right there. A couple of these actually right here need to get upgraded. And then maybe this one. There we go. Okay, that's it. And that's it. That's all I'm going to upgrade. The rest of this is going to stay as artisans, and that kind of tapers the city off into this kind of semi-older part of town. It's a little more tightly compact. More odds and ends roads everywhere. A little more trees. Always a little more trees. But yeah, pretty good with that right there. So I think that is going to be it for this episode. We did do a pretty decent expansion. We got pretty much all of this right here added on. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it added on quite a bit to our income, and our population is doing really, really good too. This is my total population on this particular island, 38,000. So 40,000 population on this island already. That's not too shabby at all, with plenty of room to expand onto. So city's looking pretty good. I'm excited to keep building it. We're going to probably... I don't know what next episode's going to be, so I'm not going to go ahead and put myself in a corner on the next episode. But yeah, I think with that, I'm going to call it an end here. We got everything kind of done that I wanted to with working on this part of town. We may come up here because I do need to start work on some of this. I still need to work on the waterfront areas. That might be something that might be a good time-lapse video where I start working on the harbor areas here pretty soon. We'll see. Let me know down in the comments what you think about that idea about maybe just doing maybe a 15-20 minute time-lapse episode where I just do a lot of redecorating and I fix up our harbor areas. I don't know, just an idea I have. Let me know what you think down below. And with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next episode. Take care.